When a celebrity couple breaks up, we're often left looking for the one reason, the one catastrophic event that ended it all. But for Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert, country music's ultimate power couple, the end wasn't about a single moment, it was inevitable. From the very beginning of their story to the very end, the signs were there. Their entire relationship was built on a foundation of intense passion and equally intense conflict, pulling them in opposite directions from day one. They weren't just two people who fell out of love, they were two fundamentally different forces that were never meant to stay in the same orbit forever. This isn't the story of how a fairy tale ended, it's the story of why it was never destined for a happily ever after. The first crack in the foundation appeared at the very moment of its creation, when Blake and Miranda were paired for a duet at a CMT concert in 2005. The chemistry was explosive, but Blake Shelton was already married. He later admitted that the line between performance and reality blurred completely on that stage. In his own words, "I was a married guy, you know, standing up there and singing with somebody and going, man, this shouldn't be happening. Looking back on it, I was falling in love with her. Right there on stage." That intense, forbidden spark became the basis of their relationship. While it makes for a great country song, it also set a precedent for drama and complicated emotions. Their love story began by ending another marriage, a turbulent start that would echo through their own years together. Once they were officially a couple, they were unstoppable, quickly becoming the king and queen of Nashville. But as their empire grew, so did the divergence in their paths. Blake Shelton was cast on NBC's The Voice, and his career trajectory shifted dramatically. He wasn't just a country star anymore. He was a mainstream television personality, spending half his year in Los Angeles, becoming a household name to millions who had never even listened to country radio. Miranda, on the other hand, remained fiercely rooted in her identity as a pure musician and a Texan. Her world was the tour bus, the writing room, and the gritty authenticity of her songs. While Blake was charming audiences on a spinning chair, Miranda was building a reputation for raw, unapologetic, and deeply personal music. This wasn't just a geographical distance either, it was a cultural one. Their official reason for divorce was conflict of personalities, and this was the clearest example. One was becoming a fixture of the Hollywood entertainment machine. The other was digging her heels deeper into the heart of country music. The very things that made them successful individually were pulling their life together apart. Then came the shocking divorce announcement on July 20th, 2015. The statement said, "This is not the future we envisioned," but for anyone watching closely, it seemed like the only logical outcome. The divorce was finalized in a matter of hours, signaling that this was a decision long in the making. And the aftermath only proved how far apart their worlds had become. Blake's grief played out on primetime television, and he quickly and very publicly entered a new relationship with his Voice co-star, Gwen Stefani. It was a seamless transition from one celebrity power couple to another, pairing him with someone who understood the demands of global fame and the LA lifestyle. It wasn't just a rebound, it was a move that made perfect sense for the celebrity he had become. Miranda's reaction was the complete opposite. She went quiet. She retreated from the public eye and channeled her experience into her work. The result was the critically acclaimed double album, The Weight of These Wings. The project was a testament to her personality, private, introspective, and processing her pain into her art, rather than through interviews or public appearances. Even the shade they threw into their music wasn't so much a battle as it was a reflection of their irreconcilable differences. Blake's song, She's Got a Way with Words, was a bitter, slickly produced track that felt tailor-made for radio play, painting a clear villain. Miranda's response, Tin Man, was the antithesis. It was a quiet, gut-wrenching ballad about the scars of heartbreak. She wasn't lashing out, she was turning inward. It was a song that could only come from a true songwriter, using the pain as fuel for art. The difference in these two songs says everything you need to know about why their marriage couldn't last. They didn't just have different perspectives on the breakup, they had fundamentally different ways of navigating life, love, and fame. Ultimately, Blake and Miranda's divorce wasn't a failure. It was a course correction. It was the inevitable result of two people who built a life on a fiery but unstable foundation, only to evolve into stars of two different solar systems. The pressure to be country's it couple, combined with careers pulling them to opposite ends of the cultural spectrum, made a lasting marriage impossible. They're both remarried now, to partners who seem to fit the lives they are currently leading, not the life they once tried to force together. So, was their divorce a tragedy, or was it just the predictable, necessary end to a story that was always burning a little too bright to last. Let me know what you think in the comments below.